back. Now, before I get into my episode, I have to tell you that I had to do a little something a little bit different than what I normally do. When I started this episode of Spyro, my recording software decided to have the wrong microphone set as its default, so it tried to capture a different microphone that I'm not directly in front of. So with that with that, I had to basically re-record my gameplay footage and modify my gameplay footage a little bit and just redub over the footage that you guys are currently watching. So when I last left off, I had done Wizard Peak. Well, I was headed toward Wizard Peak. I finished High Caves and I was headed toward Wizard Peak, and to practice the supercharge ramps. So you can see that there's a druid right there who is going to use his magic to raise a wall to block you from hitting the supercharge ramp. And with that, and without the supercharge, you're not going to be able to get through. So there's some more enemies and there's some more gems that I have to collect. So I'm going to go ahead and collect these gems over here. And I like to do the flight stages at the end of an episode. And this is Bulldog.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
So that is going to be slightly different. You're going to see me as 45 dragons. I'm just going to replay all the dragons as I find them with the replay, because after I finished the recording, I had saved all of my progress up into the end of Wizard Peak, and then I continued on. But I can just simply redo all the other stages that I had done before, with the exception of Wizard Peak, and you'll be able to see a fresh run of Wizard Peak with all the gems and the enemies within it. And I will cut in what the dragons say as a separate file. So I needed to just replay the dragons that I had freed in that area. You'll be able to hear what they say, what advice they give you. And this is Wizard Peak. I might even put some background music in it to help make it a little bit more authentic, because Wizard Peak's background theme, I believe, is the same song from The Amanda Show for their credits, for their ending credit sequence. And when I was a kid, I was like, I've heard this song before, but I could never figure out where I've heard it from. So you saw that big guy, he was just a little out of his reach, and he was trying to whack me with his club. And the weather wizards, you want to take them out as quickly as you can, because their attacks are fast and vicious. And if you've been paying attention, you can't charge the big enemies, but you can charge the small enemies. But some rules are going to be changing in just a couple seconds. And there's also some hidden routes that you can take. There's hidden routes that you can take for some prizes and exploration. As I said before, this game rewards exploration. So instead of going forward and saving this dragon, I'm going to go ahead and backtrack to look for those other routes that I was telling you about and explore, because there's a hidden route where you land at the beginning, and that takes me directly to him. So you just take your time, move the camera around, and there you go. There's some stuff out there. That's the rest of the level. There's a little pathway over here with some sheep, I'm guessing. Some kind of animal. I really don't know what they are. There's some more jewels just sitting around, just waiting to be collected. Some chests. You just gotta watch your step and take your time. And there's a whirlwind to take me up higher. And some more animals for Sparks to eat for butterflies. There's a pathway over there. And this ledge will actually has two ways you can go. So I'm going to go on the right side, glide over there. The draw distance and the graphics for this game look really good for a PlayStation 1. Draw distance is great, you can see. There's more treasure. Just gonna take a quick look around, make sure I didn't miss anything. Because the developers of this game were really crafty in hiding stuff. It just looks really nice. It's got a nice polish. For a PlayStation 1 game, this looks amazing. Spyro doesn't take fall damage, which you could probably guess. A lot of 3D games had fall damage. Spyro is immune to fall damage. There's just a couple more gems. There's more gems over there. And the wizard. Take him down. Now, when I first ran through this, I had thought there was another way around. And I had forgotten that there... Oop, fell in the water. And I had forgotten there was a second way around, so I'm going to come back for that. And this is Jarvis.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Now, we can't normally charge big enemies like the wizards, but with the supercharge, the rules change. Because as you go faster, your mass increases. So, regular physics actually take place. You can even charge those gem containers over there. Instead of flaming them, you can charge them, because you're stronger as you're faster. And so, the game is telling you to use more than one supercharged ramp to go even faster. So, you use this ramp, you use the next ramp, tear through those wizards, and fly. And that's what you get for learning how to supercharge. You get rewarded. And I believe there is a thief over here who's chuckling at you. You can't hear it, but I was able to hear it. And that's what I'm listening for right now. And there's even more surprises on the other side of this wall, but you have to be careful not to walk right off. And there he is. See, this is probably the smartest thief, but at the same time he continued to laugh at you. Because he hit so well, but he didn't run. So you want to head over there and glide back, because that's the only way you can get back to safety. Ow. I flamed him, thinking it was going to be the big guy. Metal armor is immune to flame. And there's another reward for exploration. And keeping up with the supercharge, there's some more goodies over that out there. The wizards saw me, so they were preparing to attack. Those 2 gems. Tear through you 2. Get that. Try that again. I realized I didn't have enough speed, because you need 2 supercharged ramps to get out that far. I'm going to use this one, and use this one. My smoke is red. Tear through that chest and fly. You probably only need 2 supercharge ramps. 1 supercharge ramp, but I wanted to play on the safe side because I remember as a kid I had a lot of trouble and I died a lot in this very area. But supercharging is a lot of fun. That was a mechanic that I loved in this game, and it kind of stopped, as far as I know, with Spyro 1. You don't get a lot more supercharged spots after this world. Maybe 1 or 2 in a couple of other levels. But Supercharge was introduced in this world, and it was kind of just forgotten for the rest of the game after next world, if I remember correctly. My memory's a little bit shady. But anyway, you want to take your time in breaking these chests because you can just charge right off and fall to your death. That's not fun. And I'm now heading back toward the other area. I think I just cut. Yeah, I cut. I found the other way back to the wizard who was up there. Took him down. And I can show you that it came from the other side, up there. Just glid around the corner. There's the rest of the stage, those supercharged ramps out that far. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can see more details come back in. And I'm going to tear through the rest of the level and save Hexus.
Thank you for releasing me.
One more egg. Another egg in this area up ahead. Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. And some of the enemies will interact with each other. If you left them alone, some of the big club guys will actually attack the staff guys with the metal armor, and they eliminate each other. So the big guy will eliminate the little guy, which is actually very funny. These two are just talking. I hit him on the side, and I hit him head on. Good fun. There's another big guy. So, as you can see right here, this big guy is trying to hit this little guy. If he is successful, he'll defeat him, and I can just take the take his treasure. And then there's the last wizard who was creating all of the enemies, and that should be it. Lucas.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
And that should be it. Yep, 500 out of 500. So I saved the game and return home. And that's all for this part. I had to cut the rest of the recording because I didn't want to revoice all of this. So in the next part, we're going to head to the boss level and do the 2 flying stages. Until then, stay within the shadows.